Hello friends, welcome you all in my YouTube channel. So friends, as you know the already we are covering the MCQs of the Cloud Practitioner, AWS Cloud Practitioner. So friends, now move on the next, because we have already discussed in the previous video from the 1 to 22, but now the question we will move from the today is 23 to 30. Okay, now move on the next friends. If you have any question for the related to the AWS MCQs, and you want to ask the different question related to the AWS Cloud Practitioner, so definitely you will be asked. Okay, now move on the next. We will see the friends from the explanation also. So friends, 23 number question is telling which AWS service or tools should a company use to centrally request and track the service limit increases. Which one service friends? So service number is service quets. Explanation is here. The, the AWS service that a company should use to centrally request and track the service limit increases is option number B. Now move on the next. We will see the 24 number question. So question is telling which documentation does the AWS artifact provide? Which one document? So AWS ISO certification. Explanation is here. The AWS artifact provides the AWS customers with the on-demand access to the AWS compliance documentation, including AWS ISO certification, SOC reports, and PCI reports. Therefore, the correct answer is the B, AWS certification. Now move on the next friends. So friends, question number is 25. Which task required using the AWS account root user credential? Which one task is required? Changing the AWS support plan. If you will change the plan, so it will be meet you the different features. Okay, so you can see here the explanation. The task is the task that requires using the AWS account root user credential is P, is the changing the AWS support plans. Now move on the next. We will see the 26 number of question. A company needs to simultaneously process the 100 of the requests from the different users. Which combination of AWS service should the company use to build an operationally efficient solution? If you know the answer, so do the comment, but you can see in the screen Amazon Simple SQS, Simple Queue service, and the AWS Lambda. You know the Lambda is just AWS Lambda is just serverless instance. So explanation is here. Amazon Simple Queue service and a Lambda. AWS Lambda would be the best combination of the AWS services, the given scenario. Move on the next friends. What is the scope of the VPC within the AWS network? You know the VPC friends, virtual private cloud. So I will show you the pictures in the next slide, so it will be very clear of you. Okay, so you can see here a VPC can span all ability zones within a regions. You know the friends, VPC ability zones and regions. So ability zones is belong inside the regions. So explanation is here. Option number is D. A VPC can span all ability zones within a regions within an AWS regions. The scope of the VPC virtual private cloud within the region network is limited to the specific AWS regions. It allows the customer to create their own virtual network within the AWS cloud and configure it as per the requirement. If the customer it will be required the different, so AWS it will be provide the difference also. Now move on the next. So which of the following are the component of the AWS site to site VPN connection? Which one component friends? So virtual VPC gateway, it means VPG, and customer gateway. Okay friends, so you can see here the explanation. Virtual private gateway and the customer gateway are correspondent of an AWS site to site VPC and connection. Now move on the next, friends. You can see here the regions, and inside the regions is ability zone, and this one is the ability zone, but is all the connected to the VPC, virtual private cloud, and this one is the internet gateway, and this one is the internet, and you can use the administrator and the remote servers. Okay. You can see here the friends. Question number 29. A company needs to establish a connection between two VPC. Okay, but here in the picture is only one VPC. If two VPC, it will be inside the question is telling the VPC are located at the two different AWS regions. The company wants to use the existing infrastructure of the VPC for the connection. Which AWS service or features can be used to establish this connection? So option number is C, AWS Direct Connect. AWS Direct Connect can be used to establish a connection between two VPC located in the different regions while using the existing infrastructure of the VPCs. So it's very clear of you, friends. If the two VPC has the in a different location, so how it will be connect with the, so it will be help the AWS Direct Connect. So move on the next, friends. We will see the question number 30. According to the AWS share responsibility model, what responsibility does a customer have when using Amazon RDS to host our database? So you know the Amazon RDS hosted. So responsibility, so manage connection to the databases. Explanation is there. According to the share responsibility models, a customer is responsible for designing the encryption add to rest strategy when using the Amazon RDS to host two databases. Okay, thanks for this watching video, friends. On the next video we will start from 31 number question. Okay, I hope video will be like for you. Thank you.